So good morning for the first thing to say good morning to everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful start to the day because it doesn't get any better than this. A Halloween Horror Night announcement. Oh my Lenta. Wow. So I'm waiting for more information. Usually like what is it called? Usually like an email comes through and we could get like a detailed what's gonna happen here. I haven't got that yet. I'm just waiting. All right, Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood. You know, we're not talking about Orlando. We're talking about Hollywood. Universal Studios Hollywood. Haunted house announcement. One whales. One bites. One beguilas. Begules? La Llorona. La Melona. La Mullona. La Sigunaba. Await in the dark. La Mullona. I'm thinking like teeth, right? I don't know. Awaits in the dark. Three legends La Muerte wants you to meet. But you'll wish you never did. Oh, man. Well, we know. Dude, La Llorona? La Llorona. Is that you, La Llorona? La Llorona. John Murdy posted again. What does that mean? What does that mean? Am I on Twitter? Let me see. Horror Nights. Oh no, Murdy. John Murdy. Okay, still in a car and about to get on a train, so we'll try and give some details about today's announcement on the final act. Oh, final act! The last one! The final act. Oh, my Lanta. What a time to be a Horror Night fan. And how cool that we got John Murdy answering fan questions, talking to the community, interacting with the community. John Murdy's amazing. He's amazing. It's as cool as it gets. When we're talking about something so corporate and big, you know what I mean? Theme park, Universal, still gives time to the fans. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. All right, let's read here. Okay, still in a car and about to get on a train. I'm getting so many messages right now. About to get on a train, so we'll try and give you some details about today's announcement on the final act in a trilogy we started back in 2023. Unless I put a classic horror movie and make another sequel. Location is Parisian Courtyard. It is confirmed. Parisian Courtyard. All right. Is he answering? Will we also get a woman-led scare zone? Are they all women? Is that what's going on here? You know, the more I look at this, the more I think, did we already walk through this house? La Llorona had the horse thing right here. She already kind of looked like that. I don't know. The one at the top, I guess that one we didn't see. But could that be considered the big one that was like the animatronic? Wow, La Llorona coming back. Dude, totally not what I was expecting. But it's La Llorona, baby. Wow. La Llorona. So wild. Another Murdy post just now. Okay, well, let's take a look. We're on the John Murdy. We're on the John Murdy account. Monstrous was always intended to be a trilogy. The direction I give my production designer every year for the facade is it's like we're panning the camera to focus on a different part of the cemetery each year. You can see the new part of the cemetery coming together now. So I'm guessing we don't get a press release like an email. It's just John Murdy dropping the info, right? Very interesting. Very interesting. What did Horror Nights? What are people saying? The Ghost of Latin America. Monstrous 3. The Ghost of Latin America. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of wish it was just a mashup of all the monsters for a big finale trilogy banger. All, you know what I mean? Talapucci. El Cibon. I would love to see El Cibon come back. What is the scary? Yeah, we have to add. That has to be the number one question. Where are we at? Need something to pass the time. All right. What is the scare zone going to be? Is Slash doing the music to this one? That'll be interesting. Wow. Oh my gosh. Dude, La Llorona coming back? I have to say, you know, y'all know me. I am always honest and like, you know, I don't really beat around the bush ever. My first reaction is like, La Llorona? What? I think La Llorona coming back wouldn't be La Llorona coming back wouldn't be not taken so rough if we weren't already getting a return of Scarecrow, Poltergeist, you know what I mean? So then it's like, La Llorona coming back? What? You know what I mean? It would have been if like La Llorona was like the only returning thing. It'd be like, oh, this is wonderful. But I don't know. How is the community taking this? I'm curious to hear what people are saying. Before we even read what people are saying, everybody in the chat, what do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys first. What do you guys think about this? This is not the announcement I was expecting today. I thought it was going to be an IP, but there's a lot of things to unfold right now. I can't even think of it. All I'm thinking about, I gotta go get ice. I have this coffee that I wasn't prepared to go live yet. I thought this was going to be announced 9:30 or 10 or something. So I was like, I got a little bit of time. What's going down at Midsummer Scream? Oh my! There's no way it's going to be Scarecrow at Midsummer Scream. There's no way it's going to be Poltergeist. There's two rumored still in the air. I don't think it's FNAF either. So, you know, and everybody's talked about it for a while. David Howard Thornton, you know, he's on his way to Midsummer Scream for the first time ever. Midsummer got a lot cooler. It's already cool. It's already cool. But I can't. Okay, y'all got to give me 1 minute. I can't keep doing this live without icing this coffee, and I need more water. All right. I hope you guys could give me 1 minute. Is that cool? Is that cool? You guys give me 1 minute? Can you guys give me 1 minute? This is the best day of my life. As much as I try to do live streams without cussing, I think I need a cuss today. I just want to talk properly. Oh man, can I get a minute real quick? You guys cool? You guys cool if I just take off for a minute? I just need to get ice and water. I think this is gonna be a long live stream. It being Monstrous 3 was a curveball. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. At all. All right. Cool. I'm gonna go get ice. It'd just be like 1 minute. I promise. So crazy. Oh my God. We are so back. All right. I kind of feel like JW location might be Creature from the Black Lagoon. I would honestly be on board with that, but the rumored WWE house is like extremely strong rumor. I'm gonna have to say it probably is not. It is not. It is not Creature of the Black Lagoon. It really seems like Creature Black Lagoon really got done justice. It would be one of those Horrors Unleashed. I don't think it'll ever come to Horror Nights, like at a theme park. Like I think Horrors Unleashed would probably flush out a Creature of the Black Lagoon. But yeah, thank you for your super chat, Francisco. Have a good morning, man. All right. I'm catching up. Murdy is gonna bring David Howard Thornton on stage. We gotta go. Man, I was so unprepared right now, everybody. I thought this was all gonna go down. I thought all of this was gonna go down like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Oh man. There's a video that got posted. I have it in here somewhere. I'll be posting a little too much. I gotta go way back. Where's that David Howard Thornton video? Is it that? No. Damn, is this video that old? Where is this video? Wow. Did this happen that long ago? I don't think it happened this long ago, did it? I must have skipped it. Where's this Terrifier? Let me put Terrifier 5 Fires. I wonder if it'll pop up. And of course it doesn't pop up. Hold on. I got to find this video. The Cali Bay. There it is. My gosh. All right, right here.
Happen, but it's kind of like that, man. I was hoping it was going to happen, but it's kind of like the worst kept secret, and I won't make you say anything at all, but I'm a huge haunted house fan, and in that community, everybody kind of knows Halloween Horror Nights is going to have a Terrifier house this year. So,
yes.
don't hang me if something happens and it doesn't happen, but that's the word on the street.
That was all him. I know nothing. I say nothing. I hear nothing. I hear nothing.
But man, to watch you and the whole cast.
Like, what?
Yes.
Don't hang me if something happens and it doesn't. Everybody kind of knows Halloween Horror Nights is going to have a Terrifier house this year.
I've never seen somebody pressured so hard. You know what I mean? The worst unkept secret, right? Or whatever they call it. Dude, Midsummer has to be Terrifier. I think it is. I'm really starting to think it is. La Llorona was big enough to have her own house some years ago. Yeah, she's had it twice. Now we're getting 2 more myths in the same house. That's a banger. John Murdy dropped more details. Okay. Super chat from Matthew. Next announcement will be Terrifier. I don't know. I feel like next announcement, they're probably going to revert back to FNAF, right? I don't know. I don't know the schedule. I'm a fan. You know what I mean? I don't know. Today I thought it was going to be WWE. There's a big SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken. I was totally on like, this is the WWE one. They're going to finally tell us what it is. La Llorona. If WWE really comes alive, I'm going to say it. It was made for me and only me. I've been asking Murdy for a while. I hope it happens, Jen. What happened to the announcement with the TV set? I don't know. For some reason, they don't want to do a original video, I guess. I don't know. I have to say I don't know. Monstrous 3. Midsummer is August 17th. HHN opens September 4th. Are they really going to wait for the ticket seller announcement? Are they really going to keep the maze covered with the tarp until then? I don't know. Dude, Jason, Five Nights at Freddy, Fallout, La Llorona. That's pretty ticket seller to me, man. That is like, it's already a stupid good lineup. It's good. It's really good. It's really, really good. I'll give a quick example. I have 2 cousins who, I don't know, they're like right in the middle of high school, and they play a lot of video games. That's like one thing they love to do. They're just big gamers. And we had a family party recently, and they were talking about how they want to go to Horror Nights, and they were asking me all about it, and we're all going to go together as a family. But I was like, what in the world made you want to go to Horror Nights? It's so random. They're totally not the type to like Horror Nights at all. They don't even go to Universal. But they were like, we love Fallout. We've played Fallout for a long time, and that's the one we care about. And Five Nights at Freddy too. And I was like, well, what about Jason? I was like, what about if Terrifier comes? Are you guys going to go with that one? They're like, no, I think we're okay on we'll go to Super Nintendo World. So it's funny how like Horror Nights is pulling from these like non-horror night communities. It's more of a gamer world. And Horror Nights knows what they're doing. They keep doing video game. It seems like it's a constant thing with Universal, here at Hollywood. They're really pushing on the video game stuff like a lot. And they're creeping into the anime. I don't doubt that at some point we get anime Halloween Horror Night. You know what I mean? It's coming. I'm just going to say it's coming. We saw the success of One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, which I freaking loved. SmackDown is about to start. Oh my! Another announcement! Crystal and Chris! Wonder if this means that French Street Scare Zone will be dolls now. Wow, I have no idea. We should have got a trailer to Monstrous. Yeah, if this is the last year of Monstrous, do a trailer. Put some money into it. We have so much footage of La Llorona. We truly do. We truly, truly do. Oh, man. My prediction, a lot of day/night tickets are going to be sold this year so kids can go to Super Nintendo. That's exactly what I told my cousins to buy because they've never been to Super Nintendo, and day and night gets you early entry and Super Nintendo. I think you get Nintendo from like 7 to 10 during Horror Night hours. Obviously, you could go during the day, but during Horror Night hours, 7 to 10. So yeah, day and night. It really seems like that's the goal of Universal right now. They want that day and night ticket sale. All right, John Murdy's, we're giving it some time. He's answering a lot of questions and whatever else is happening. All right, we're just going to read his post, and then I'm sure has a lot of replies going on. Did we get a press email? That's all I've been waiting for. It's not coming. I don't know. Let me see. I'm checking right now if there's an email. It's updating. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. I don't have anything. Okay. I guess no press email. That's kind of crazy. We'll get one like an hour from now. All right, let's keep going. Where are we? Right here. The Cemetery of the Lost is where all of the victims of the Monstrous are buried, but it is also a supernatural portal into their worlds. This time, it will take you to Mexico. It'll take you to Mexico, Central America, and South America. Muerte, the caretaker, is back again, but this time you'll meet his pet. What's Muerte's pet? What? What are we talking about? Did he comment more on that? Yeah, Jet 2 pet? What is Muerte's It's gonna be crypto. I'm thinking pet. Watch it be like a just this mean ass looking chihuahua or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Muerte. Hey, they better sell that pet as a shoulder plush. You know what I mean? One of those little shoulder things. What's up, Roddy? Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate the kind words, Roddy. All right. I love the opportunity to bring these stories from Latin America to life, working closely with my colleagues at Universal Studios Hollywood to make sure we get every detail right. But the credit for the inspiration lies with you, my boils and ghouls, who first brought them to my attention years ago. The fans! Does this mean another year of the Scare Zone saying La Llorona? Not go by the river. La Llorona. Mis hijos. La Llorona. Hey, Chihuahuas, they can be scary, man. They can be scary. I wouldn't pet a pissed off Chihuahua. No, thank you. Oh, we gotta hit it. We gotta hit it real quick. Hold on. We're man. We gotta go to La Llorona. La Llorona. Five fires. All right. Where are we at? Right here. Is this one right? Yeah. Warning. I'm only saying this because, there's always one person. You didn't tell me there was going to be high flashing lights, disturbing imagery. You have been warned right here. Look, you are warned. Everybody that's watching right now, you have been warned. All right, let's have some fun. Where are we at?
Now the water is there.
Wow, that Scare Zone. I haven't seen this video in a long time. Incredible. You already know. You could book it right now. That song is coming back. That song's coming back. You can just book it. So cool. All right, well, let's keep going. Has he posted more? I have no idea. I'm also proud this house is focused on 3 female characters. When I was a kid, female representation in horror was mainly girls screaming and running from the killer. The horror icons were all dudes. Now it will be you who are running and screaming from these female monstros. Let's go! We just got an all-female house, right? Universal Monsters last year, but I guess this time it's Latin, so it's different. It's different. I'm assuming John is answering people, so we'll take a look at that too. Yeah, he's answering a lot of stuff, I guess. Okay. Let's see. I'm waiting for that email. I hope Universal sends out an email. Is there merch? Does anybody know? Is there anybody at Hollywood? Gosh, how am I asking that so late? I'm assuming there's announcement merch. I hope. I would love to buy that shirt already. I might have to go today. If they have merch, I'm going to go today. All right, what is John saying? Do you want to know? Okay, we already did that. John, have we seen all of these characters before in previous years? No. All right, so there's going to be a new character. How cool is that? Why did you decide to bring La Llorona back for this house? She's by far the most popular with guests. Okay. Damn. That must have been, I guess, surveys or something? I don't know. Great. Thanks, John Murdy. Looking forward to exploring. Cheers. There's a cool store called Forbidden Planet that house cool horror toys, shirts, etc. What are we talking about here? As a fellow girl dad, let me just say we're all in this together. One's in all pink. What are we talking about? I don't know. I think I'm going too far back on these things. I always love reading this. This is one of the best things to read when you're a Horror Night fan. By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes. My sister was just there. No merch yet. Hopefully they bring it out. Yeah, let's ask John. There's nobody else better to ask than John, right? Are we getting Monstrous 3 announcement merch today? Man, they better not do Monstrous 3 dirty. Because I don't think we've had La Llorona anything merch related. I would have bought it. What am I saying? I don't have anything La Llorona. I don't recall La Llorona having merch. ¡Ay! ¡Mis hijos! There's never preview merch for originals. Is that true? I don't know. I have to think about it. I feel like there was, though. Was it Holidays in Hell got preview merch? Something got preview merch. I feel like an original did. Universal Monster Terror Tram gonna come next. I don't know. We recently got that speculation map, right? That had Blumhouse still be part of Terror Tram. But, I keep asking around and I keep hearing Killer Clowns. I'm more on board with Killer Clowns than a Blumhouse Terror Tram, but whatever. There was La Llorona merch back in 2012. Are you sure? La Llorona merch 2012 HHN. Oh, that's so cool. Why couldn't we get that again? What's up with that? Damn, that's like a ancient relic right here. Is that Horror Nights? Or is that something else? Or is it this one? 2010 La Llorona? It says, "Ay, mis hijos." Damn. I only recall La Llorona from like the most recent time. I didn't do La Llorona in 2012. Man, why didn't we get merch then? I hope we get merch. I hope we get merch. What is this? What the heck? Wow. That is pretty scary looking. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Hey, thank you for letting me know. That's cool to see. I've never myself looked at it. So La Moluena attacks gamblers, unfaithful men, alcoholics with her teeth. So she just bites you. I still have my sipper cup from 2012 and La Llorona's on it. Man, we got screwed then. 2022. All right. What is John still answering, or he's taking a break? Who is La Mon? Oh my God, that is scary, dude. Whoa. Who is La Moluena? Damn. That is a vicious looking bite. We'll go right here. Why not? Oh, this is a video? Villains Wiki. La Molona, the molar woman. Yeah, I was right. That's what I was thinking. Moluenas. That's what I was thinking of. Moluena. La Moluena is a legendary specter of Colombian culture. Is the spirit of an infamous and vicious woman who obtained money through esotericism and prostitution until the day of her death, becoming a wraith with large mouth with sharp teeth to chew the flesh of men who relate to her. Legend has it that the Moluena was an evil woman who deceived young men in search of work, so that in the end she served as prostitutes to men of bad living. This woman was also very cunning, since those men who did not pay for her service of her young girls, she extorted them by telling their families about the adventures hidden from her. Apart from this, this woman was very beautiful and vain. She liked to get into other people's relationships to achieve what she wanted. However, she lost her youth like any human, and to get it back, she made a pact with the devil. And we got some some scary storytelling going on here. Her wish was granted, but at the same time, cursed, as she obtained enormous teeth and a large mouth with long fangs, with which she devoured her favorite prey, men. Jesus. At night, this being wanders in the form of a beautiful girl in search of unfaithful, drunken men, and especially those who seek a love affair. She flirts. How is anybody flirting with this monster? Does she become normal at some point, and then just the teeth come out? Like, what? She flirts with them by smiling daintily at them, and when they draw them in, And when they draw them in, she has no escape from her true self and her huge teeth mouth that in a matter of seconds she captures, grinds, and devours them. The peasants affirm that the La Moluena is always found next to a tree. What? Dang. Okay. That's I don't know any of this. This is all new to me. You know, I want to ask people, have you heard of La Molona? Molona? Sometimes at night, a very macabre noise is heard that is similar to bones being broken. Ooh. They say that it is La Molona itself and that it is devouring its victims whole. Others who claim to have seen her say that she dances happily with the skeletons of her victims as well. When she is with a man, after doing it, it is time when they are her dinner. When they are her dinner. Okay. Well, damn. There you go. You get a little introduction. To who La Moluena. Well, I can't wait to say hi. It's pronounced Muelona. La Muelona. Monuela. All right, so that you pretty much know where we're taking this. Since she's like the bone lady, the bone crusher, I'm gonna call her the bone crusher. I could already tell she's gonna be the one where when you walk outside, and she's gonna recently we went into the bone bag. Remember? Not that was it. It wasn't Talapucci, or was it Elsie Bone? We went into the big Elsie Bone bag that he had a bunch of bones. You know what I mean? Looks like a female Pennywise. Yeah, this is terrifying. Like, this is going to be jacked up to see coming at you. Oh, man. She's going to be the third part of the maze. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Who is the next? We're not going to look up La Llorona. All right. Let's look up the other person. What was the name? Siguanaba, La Siguanaba. Who is La Siguanaba? Who is La Siguanaba? La Siguanaba is the horse person. So this is the animatronics. Like, I could, because we've been through these Monstrous houses already. I could already tell. The La Siguanaba is the middle portion. She's the middle of the house. So it seems like La Llorona is going to be the beginning. She's going to be the very beginning again. That's just the vibe I'm getting. Where's that? Is there like a horror wiki that we could go with? The Legend of La Siguanaba. Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard of the Legend of Siguanaba, so this is all new. All right. The legend of Siguanaba can be heard in El Salvador and most of Central America. In Honduras, she is known as La Sigua. In Costa Rica as Sigua. Sigua. Her legend is also known in Mexico, but somehow has become tied / conflicted with La Maquihuatli and Extabay, which means horse-faced woman, which might be two different but similar stories. In El Salvador, according to the legend, she was originally called Sehuehuet, which means beautiful woman. In Nahuatl legend tells that she used her charms and with help from a bruja. Oh, the word bruja, that's very key, very key. We'll talk about that in a little bit. She got the prince, Yisun, to marry her. Yisun went to war, and Suehuehue took this time to have affairs, and of these affairs she birthed a child known as El Cepitio. El Cepitio father was a god called Lucero de la Mañana, Lucifer, morning star. Damn, this story getting deep. Oh my gosh. A lot of affairs going on here. Is La Llorona part of affairs too? Like, what's going on here? Monstrous. Do not have an affair or you will die. Now, here the legend differs a little bit. Some versions say that Tlaloc, father of Lucifer de la Mañana, discovered that Suehuet would leave his grandson alone to meet with lovers, and for that he cursed her, so that when she was first seen, she appeared to be beautiful, but when she turned around, she became a horrible horse-faced woman. She was cursed to wander the countryside, preying on mujerijos, men that sleep around. Men would see her often naked or in a see-through gown and follow her. Then she would turn around and frighten these men to death with her face. Damn. Jesus. Other versions of the story say that Suehuehuet's affair with Lucero de la Mañana was an insult to the god of gods, Tlaloc. Suehuet decided to get help from a witch to poison Yisun, take the throne, and give it to El Lucero de la Mañana. And this was to take place during a festival. So Yisun drinks the poison, but it doesn't go well, and instead of dying, he turns into a giant two-headed monster and kills everyone in the festival. Guards at the event eventually manage to kill the two-headed monster. Yisun's father finds out what happened to his son and begs Tlaloc, the god of the gods, to help him avenge his son. Now Tlaloc is already out to get Lucero, so he takes his chance to do it. He curses Suehuet's son, Cepitio, to live forever, and turns his feet backwards and turns Suehuet into La Siguanaba, which means hideous woman. She will from then on roam the countryside, cursed for eternity. In Guatemala, she is always found by a barranco, or a cliff, where she lures men to then heave them off the cliff. Oh my gosh. So she's just tricking people to go off a cliff. What? This is crazy. This is crazy. Uh-oh. when men look at her, they are supposed to die. But if they live, she touches them, they go insane. After they go insane, she leads them further away from where they saw her, causing them to lost forever. Wow. There's only a little bit left. When men look away, they're supposed to die. A Guatemalan version of the legend says she was a young woman who was forced to marry a man 40 years older than her, and the man cursed her, turning into La Ciguanaba. In order to save themselves from La Ciguanaba, men must bite their cross or medalla. They can also pull her hair, and that will scare her into running away. They can yell, "No te vas a ir, María, pata de gallina." Look at that. I already know how to take down this beast. I already know. They yell that 3 times, which in English translates into, "You are not leaving, crabgrass Maria." Bam! And these words will cause her to flee. Other versions of the legend state that a man must bite a machete to save themselves from the wrath of La Ciguanaba. Damn. All right. Well, now that I've introduced you to who these people are right here, La Llorona, La Moluena, La Ciguanaba, what are your guys' thoughts? Are you guys excited? Is this something you're looking forward to? You don't like it? You wish it was something else? Like, how do you feel? How do you feel? I think that's as thorough as I could go. You know, I don't want to keep going deeper and deeper into these things, but what do you think? What do you think? Moral of the story, treat your woman right. Ain't that the truth? Always treat your woman right. Always. What's up, Ballmania? That wasn't properly translated. Whatever. That's what it says. Crabgrass. Yeah, how do I take her down again? What am I going to say? What do I have to say? You are not leaving, Crabgrass Maria. I know how to take her down. Oh, you can actually see some color on the back one. I thought they were all just wearing white. Oh. Yeah. This house is going to be a banger. For me, I'm truly excited. I can't wait to see all the details, the music, the sound design that's going to be built. This is going to be good. Wait, so does that mean the scare actors are going to be purposely only scare the men? Nah, these scare actors are scaring everybody. You walk in that maze, you're going to get scared. What's up, Vanessa? I'm excited. Amazing art. Female empowerment. Let's go. What's up, Bob? So are we having a Latin America women maze who all target unfaithful men? Awesome. We got Gomes celebrating 20 months. Hell yeah, Gomes. This pretty much guarantees we'll have to wait till Midsummer Scream for FNAF or Terrifier. That's where I'm going to take the conversation next. All right. Is John answering more questions, or that was it? Because I know he was in the train thing, right? Let's go to replies. Yeah, I think that was it. I don't think John wrote more than that. Dang, I was hoping to get like a media email, but dang, I guess not. I guess not. Um, all right. Well, that is the announcement, everybody. Monstros 3 coming to Universal Studios Hollywood. The Ghost of Latin America. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm very excited. This is going to be a lot of fun. Um, those Monstros trilogy, it's going to go down as a banger, like in the history of Horror Nights. 3 originals, can't beat it. Can't beat it. I'm really curious. There's a lot to say. It's a little early right now, but is this the last house we have at Parisian Courtyard? What is the future of that area in general? You know what I mean? That's what I think. But yeah, the Parisian Courtyard houses, they've honestly been some of the best horror nights we've ever had. We've had incredible, incredible originals, actually. Remember the 2018 Universal Monsters? That was a lot of fun. We had Bride of Frankenstein. That was so damn good. We've had the La Llorona. We've had this Monstrous trilogy. There's just been a lot of good stuff has come through Parisian Courtyard. But we'll see. We'll see where they take it after this year.